Hi, it's Paul from Model Builder International. Today my office is in the middle of all being moved around and changing things, but it's sort of in a bit of flux because one of the big boxes had the wrong parts in it, so I've got to wait another few weeks to finish that off. Hence it's all a bit of disarray and things are in boxes everywhere and I can't find anything. But I managed to find enough space and bits and pieces to put together a review. This time, what we're going to review is Luftwaffe in Focus 28. Okay, so this is Luftwaffe in Focus edition 28. Text is in German and English, and the English is perfect. As it says here, previously unpublished photos of obviously Luftwaffe aircraft. So looking inside, obviously the contents, and I'm not going to go through all the pages, but just sort of the edited highlights of this particular issue. So we'll start off the usual editorial. Axel tells you what's sort of going on, and they've already started working on edition 29. And then the reader's forum, which is where people write in with more information about previous issues, such as here with the SM82 photographs that some readers had in response to a previous article. And also sometimes the publishers ask questions in here, does anybody know about this, or things like that. So some photographs there about previous articles, and we cover fighters and bombers and some interesting articles there and history done. Remember in a previous article there was Ju-88s of KG-51 had some special weapons attached, and there's some more information here about those. Down to some interesting photographs about reconnaissance aircraft of various types. Personal emblems of the Dornier 17 with a Madrid written on the side, and some colour photographs of that aircraft. There's colour photographs of General der Flieger Ritter von Greim, and a bit of information about him. We got an interesting ring camouflage there, some background on that, colour plates, photographs, lots of information about that particular aircraft, and it's a really unusual photograph. I remember seeing these on graves in many photographs in the war. These days, these are incredibly rare, and I don't know what happened to them all, but essentially they've all pretty much gone. They're very rare these days. And there's a whole article on the ominous Schleppergruppe 4, which kinda didn't really exist, even though you'll see it in many publications saying that it was a real unit. It really wasn't. And there's lots of information here, a whole thing about that unit. Camouflage using carpets. Now there's one you probably won't have seen before. Photos with a story of the Junkers 388 there. So basically it's a series of photographs telling a story about a particular aircraft. There's a whole chunk of article in there. A Junkers 87 with an X-ray machine in it, and that's basically an article about what that aircraft was and why on earth it had an X-ray machine in it. How do you get an aircraft crashed in the middle of town? There's a story about that one, and then a whole story about basically a nice reconnaissance mission over the Gulf of Finland that went a bit pear-shaped. And that's it. So there's a whole bunch of articles there, lots of new information, interesting stories, a couple of adverts for the new books. This one's coming at the end of 2018. This one is reviewed on this website, or on this YouTube channel, and on the website already. That's really good, first of his new series. And then onto the back cover, and a couple of flying boats on there, which have, one of which seems to have seen better days. So all in all, it's another fascinating magazine, lots of new information, lots of interesting stories. About 50 pages, As you see, lots of black and white photographs, several colour photographs, colour plates, maps and so on. Best place to get these is direct from the publisher. The link is, as I said, is on the website. And if it's really your thing, a subscription is the cheapest way for you to get them. So that's it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that.